Good evening, I'm Bartholomew Attenborough. Tonight we're taking a closer look at the collapse of live aquaria, once the crown jewel of the aquarium trade. Its bankruptcy has left not only customers and employees adrift, but also countless tropical fish abandoned in the process. At the heart of this story lies a question as old as commerce itself. When money and life collide, which one do we choose to protect?
Live aquaria began in the late 1990s, a time when the internet was still dial-up and aquarists were thrilled to see rare species available at the click of a mouse. For many, it was like flipping through a neon light catalog of the ocean's wonders. Its Diver's Den program became legendary, a place where hobbyists could find rare, fully conditioned fish guaranteed to thrive. For years, live aquaria was the gold standard. But as the company changed hands, first to Petco, then to CIS International Holdings, the focus shifted. What was once a passion-driven enterprise became a corporate asset, cost-cutting replaced by careful husbandry. The glow of stewardship dimmed into the cold light of spreadsheets. When CIS filed for bankruptcy, live aquaria's animals were listed as assets. In legal terms, they were no different than office chairs or outdated computer monitors. But unlike furniture, these assets breathe, swim, and depend on human care. This is where the balance between cost and life becomes painfully clear. To the accountants, the fish were numbers on a ledger. To the aquarists and conservationists, they were irreplaceable lives, some representing decades of breeding and conservation work. When you reduce living creatures to inventory, you erase their value as part of our planet's biodiversity. These aren't disposable products, they're species, many of them fragile, and their survival depends on us recognizing that their worth goes far beyond a price tag. This is the crux of the story. In the pursuit of profit, life was left behind. The collapse of live aquaria is not just about a company failing. It's about a system that consistently places cost above care. And when that happens, it's not just fish that are lost, it's trust, it's stewardship, and it's the very idea that we can balance commerce with compassion. Think back to the 1980s when aquariums were booming and every mall had a pet shop glowing under fluorescent lights. Back then, the hobby was about wonder, about bringing a piece of the ocean home, but somewhere along the way, the wonder was replaced by margins and metrics. And like an old VHS tape left too long in the sun, the picture is faded. The lessons here are simple but urgent. If we continue to treat life as a line item, we'll lose more than just a company. We will lose species, ecosystems, and the chance to pass on the wonder of the underwater world to future generations. The balance between cost and life is not theoretical. It's playing out in tanks that now sit abandoned. And unless we demand accountability, this will not be the last time profit outweighs life. And as their doors are still open today, we are left but to wonder what will come of live aquaria and their future, and the future of the life within. For the Aquatic News Network, I'm Tommy. Remember, this isn't about fish and tanks. It's about the values we choose to uphold, and tonight we're reminded that when cost outweighs life, everyone pays the price. Yeah, I probably need sound to do this, huh? Just a little bit. Welcome back to the Aquatic News Network, where we want to give you a holiday reminder this season. Before you go wrap a tank, a terrarium, or a box with breathing holes, pause. Because some gifts gasp, and some never get a second breath. Yeah. Each December, pet stores become toy aisles, neon tetras, leopard geckos, axolotls, sold like stocking stuffers. But these aren't trinkets. They're lives, and the industry knows it. Big brands profit from impulse while small creatures pay in silence. Up to 90% of wild-caught marine life die before they even reach the shelf. Frogs desiccate in dry tanks. Snakes starve in setups without heat. Slippery, silly snakes starve in a setup without superheat. And the return policy doesn't cover suffering. Aquatic and exotic pets require more than a tank and a treat. They need cycles, gradients, UVB, humidity, species specific diets, and a keeper who's committed. Not curious, not seasonal, committed. Giving someone a pet they didn't ask for is like handing them a violin and demanding a symphony. Except the stakes are higher, because this instrument breathes. Holiday sales spike, so do life losses. Behind every easy pet display is a supply chain soaked in mortality. And behind every abandoned tank in March is a creature that's never asked to be part of your New Year's resolution. So you want to spark wonder, do you? Well, how about a gift of a book on amphibian care, or a visit to a rescue, a promise to help build a proper setup after the recipient says yes? Education is the warmest gift, but preparation is the kindest. This season, let your gifts breathe. Let your choices reflect respect, and let your love for life extend beyond the wrapping paper. Because the best gifts aren't impulsive, they're intentional. From the Aquatic News Network to you, a reminder: be safe out there, y'all, as y'all go into this Thanksgiving and then Christmas holiday season. We'll see you on the other side.